Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation which was spoken of through Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place, let the reader understand. Then those who are in Judea must flee to the mountains. Whoever is on the housetop must not go down to get the things that are in his house. Whoever is in the field must not turn back to get his cloak. But woe to those who are pregnant, to those who are nursing babies in those days. But pray that your flight will not be in the winter or on a Sabbath, for then there will be a great tribulation such as not occurred since the beginning of the world until now, nor ever will. Unless those days had been cut short, no life would have been saved. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be cut short. Then if anyone says to you, Behold, here is the Christ, or there he is, do not believe him. For false Christs and false prophets will arise and will show great signs and wonders, so as to mislead, if possible, even the elect. Behold, I have told you in advance, so if they say to you, Behold, he is in the wilderness, do not go out. Or, Behold, he is in the inner rooms, do not believe them. For just as the lightning comes from the east and flashes even to the west, so will the coming of the Son of Man be. Wherever the corpse is, there the vultures will gather. The abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel was fulfilled in 168 BC when Antiochus Epiphanes, the king of Syria, invaded Jerusalem and sacrificed pigs to Zeus on the sacred temple altar. Jesus prophesied a future abomination that some believe was fulfilled in AD 70 when Titus destroyed the temple. But the Apostle Paul described a still future fulfillment to come when the Antichrist sets himself up in the temple during the tribulation. Let no one in any way deceive you, for it will not come unless the apostasy comes first, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction, who opposes and exalts himself above every so-called God or object of worship, so that he takes his seat in the temple of God, displaying himself as being God. The word apostasy in this context appears to point to a religious defection, not general apostasy which already exists, but a specific event, the apostasy, a final and unique act of rebellion committed by the man of lawlessness. Daniel referred to him as the prince who is to come and the little horn, the one whom John calls the beast in the book of Revelation. Most have come to know him as the Antichrist, a real man controlled and empowered by Satan. The Antichrist will exalt himself by moving into the temple, declaring himself to be God and demanding the worship of the world. With this act, he commits the great apostasy. Christ's words to his disciples, therefore, look beyond AD 70 to this future event that will immediately precede his coming, a time of such suffering and persecution that Jesus said no flesh would be saved unless those days were shortened. For true believers, they will be. Once again, Jesus warns us not to be misled. The book of Ephesians instructs Christians to put on the full armor of God as a means of spiritual protection from the wiles of the devil. For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, but divinely powerful for the destruction of fortresses. We are destroying speculations and every lofty thing raised up against the knowledge of God, and we are taking every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. Included in this ensemble is a weapon, the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. By making it the foundation of your life, you will always be equipped to assault error with truth and destroy the distortions of false teaching. Just as a carcass is visible from great distances to the vultures circling overhead, Christ's coming will be unmistakable. This imagery also speaks of the judgment that will accompany him.